Well, the crypto stamp in this particular case is a commemorative stamp that's been issued. It's a postage stamp being issued by the Gibraltar Philatelic Bureau in conjunction with the government of Gibraltar, as they would issue any stamp. But in this particular case, it's to commemorate the rise of cryptocurrencies and particularly blockchain technology, which is what sits behind cryptocurrencies. And because Gibraltar is such a focused regulatory jurisdiction for blockchain or distributed ledger technology, in that context, it's really, really relevant for Gibraltar to celebrate its success and growing interest in this space by issuing a postage stamp.
Well, that's the crypto stamp, but buyers can also purchase what's called a non-fungible token. Can you tell us what that's about?
Well, the non-fungible token represents a digital image, and there's 22 of them in total. So this is a kind of way of establishing the individuality of each stamp on the blockchain. That's what the non-fungible token does. So these are images of Moorish Castle, there'll be Queensway Marina, there'll be the Rock Hotel, Sunbourne, there's Commonwealth Park and various others. These are all iconic images of Gibraltar. We've commissioned a local photographer, very well known, called Christian Ferrari, and he has produced quite a few of these iconic images for us.
Okay, now these are actually classed as assets, aren't they? They have a value. Some pictures will be rarer than others, if you can explain how that works. And these tokens can actually be traded in the market?
Yes, that's the whole setup. So they're sold and they're in a digital bag and they'll be randomized. So when people open them, they'll get 2 tokens for in each bag, and they'll be able to collect those by buying more, or possibly if they've got doubles, because they'll be in sort of various orders of scarcity, they'll be able to buy some off of other people who want to swap them. So there's a marketplace for this to occur, and the ones that are more scarce will be harder to obtain, so they would have implies a higher value for those. So this is the secondary market, which is where these are going to be traded, will start creating a dynamic, we expect, which will price some at a higher value than others.
Now, there was a collaboration with the Philatelic Bureau. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes. So obviously they're the guys who issue this all the stamps, and we had this conversation with them about a cryptocurrency stamp, and they're already sort of prepared for this because they knew that this was an area that was going to be worthy of releasing a stamp. So when we introduced the NFT element to it, because that's what Coinsilium does, we are sort of focusing on NFTs, it was kind of, we brought that marriage together. So Coinsilium is responsible for producing the NFT counterpart, and the Gibraltar Philatelic Bureau are producing the postage stamp, and it's it's a marriage, and it's working very, very well. And hopefully, see how this goes, but there's no reason why we wouldn't be able to look at doing other non-fungible token versions of other stamps in future.